So yesterday we did radical equations. Today we're doing rational exponent equations. I want you to think about something with me for a minute. Yesterday we talked about if it looks like this, how did we get rid of that radical?
Well, you put a cube on the x and a cube on the 2, and then it just equals x equals 2.
And I think somebody in this class made the connection.
Me?
It might have even been Trey.
It was me.
If we sunshine this, we would get x to the 1/3 equals 2. And the reason that it cancels out is because if we then raise this to the 3rd power, well, 1/3 times 3 is...
3.
Ah,
What are you doing?
my thumb touched.
It's just 1. It's 1.
It's 1. 3 times a third is 1.
Yeah.
So it would equal 2 to the 3rd. So think about 1/3 times 3. What is the relationship of those two numbers? It's flipped. Okay? That's the key to this. It's flipped. They are reciprocals.
What?
Steps. Remember the 3 steps to solve the radical equation?
Oh my God. You solve? Or you not
Just like with the radicals, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to isolate. Before it was isolate the radical. Now I'm going to isolate the exponential piece. So you really have to watch for parentheses.
What's wrong?
This is an exponential piece. This is an exponential piece. This is an exponential piece. Everything that is hooked to the exponent is what I mean whenever I say isolate the exponential piece. Okay, so anything outside of that you want to get rid of.
Hold on. You going. Can
Okay.
you hear me? You're going too fast.
Second thing I'm going to do is get rid of the exponent. To get rid of the exponent, I'm going to raise it to the reciprocal. That makes it go away. And remember, whenever I do this, I have to do it to both sides, okay? So if I was getting rid of this exponent from step 1, I would be raising it to what?
2.
What's it say? Reciprocal. 3 over 2 makes it go away.
Woo.
So would that just be 3 over 2?
Yes, for that particular one. And then we'll finish solving using SAD math. So the steps are very similar to yesterday. The only difference is now it's an exponent instead of a radical.
Yes.
For example, if I have 4x to the 2/3 equals 36, you have to be able to identify the exponential piece, okay? In other words, what's the exponent applying to? And in this case, it's only to x. That's exactly right. It's not hooked to the 4, so before I can do anything else, I got to divide by 4. You're absolutely right.
Miss McGee, why is he know what you doing, man?
One's not attached to anything.
No,
X to the 3rd equals 9.
how you know when it's not attached to me?
Times divide 3 over 2.
That's how you know when it's attached to me?
This
Must do. And it will be
is a different problem. In that case, I would take care of the exponent first.
27 over 2. What's that?
All right, so let's don't get sidetracked onto another problem. Let's stay on this one.
27 over 2.
At the point that no, we're not multiplying. At the point that we have the exponent piece isolated, we're going to raise it to the reciprocal.
That's what I just said.
But you multiplied.
I did the 3 That one.
That still cancels each other out, right?
This cancels out, so I have x equals. Now you have to think about this like a sunshine problem.
Where is the point you can?
Okay, so 9 going in the middle,
Yes.
3 on the outside.
So,
Yep, and 2 on it. Yep.
yeah, 2 on the inside. Just write the 2 for the sake.
And then you got the rate.
And 3 times 3 is the number that goes up. Look at you solving stuff.
Way ho.
How did you get 9?
Because you gotta, there's a 2 in front of the square root, so.
You gotta distribute, don't you?
If you wanted to, you could. I would solve it as it stands there. I would say, okay, my radical piece is already isolated, so to solve it, I can go ahead and raise to the reciprocal.
So your x will equal 9 then.
So I would get, I don't know, I haven't solved it yet. The square root of 36 to the third, square root of 36 is 6. What's 6 to the third? 216?
3 times 6 is 16. 36 times 6.
And now divide it by 4. And you see you get a totally different answer.
How long?
54. These are actually just two different problems. I wanted you to see the difference in the two. The parentheses makes a big difference.
You don't have problems like that?
Yes. Another one. Let's make it a little bit harder. Still not terribly difficult. Let's see. X minus 5 to the 4/3 equals 81. So my question is the exponential piece isolated?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
How?
Because of the parentheses, okay?
Oh yeah, that is right. I told you.
If it looked like that, it's
It
not
wasn't.
isolated.
It's not isolated.
But because of the parentheses, it is isolated. So that means I can go ahead and handle my exponent. You okay, Kevin?
Only fine. In 9 days, I told you, like, my body is also. That's not looking at body.
She call your... On the left, I end up with x minus 5. And on the right, I'm going to use my calculator for this.
Hey, come on, y'all, chill out.
81 to the 3/4. Ah. Which, oh, again, it's 27.
Wait a minute, how you do that?
You could if you wanted to, but you can use your calculator.
See, that's confusing. The calculator confused. The calculator confused me.
You can, well, you can sunshine it and get the 4th root of 81 to the 3rd. 4th root of 81 is 3, and 3 to the 3rd is 27.
Yeah. That's what I just did on her calculator.
Okay, now Miss McGee. I'm coming.
Or you can do 81 times 81 times 81, right?
You can, and then take the 4th root of that, yeah.
Can you show me how to put that on my calculator again?
Raise it to the power, let me pause
You get that 3
this.
and that 4 from me.
First, the exponent piece, so to do that, I need to subtract the 3.
X minus 2 equals 4.
Now the exponential piece is isolated, so I flip it up.
Oh, wait a minute.
So 2 is going to be it's cube. It's going to be 2 and 4/3.
4 to the 3/2. If you want to sunshine it, this is an easy sunshine problem.
2 to the 3rd, it's 8. Minus
If you
2
want to put it in your calculator,
Okay, I got it.
4 to the 3 divided by 2 gives you 8. And then you just subtract.
Man, I'm listening to somebody talking about 10. I'm thinking I got it wrong. I don't know.
I said 10. I added 2 instead of subtracting. It's a simple mistake.